I want to show you the best way to travel with photo and video gear. As somebody that is constantly on the move, whether it be for my photo and video company, in meeting clients, or for my podcast, my in-person podcast, New York's Business Podcast, I'm constantly taking gear all over the place. And I use two things. The first thing I use is from all of my camera gear. So for example, what I mean by that is like my lenses, my actual cameras, my microphones. And that's an actual camera bag. But you know, it has all these slots for camera and stuff like that, which is cool, but you can't fit any, like, what do you do with the bigger stuff? So that's what this video is about. It's talking about like the clunky stuff, like, and what do you do with lights? I travel with lighting gear, and it's kind of a pain. So what I have been doing, let me show you what I have been using and what I've switched to. In fact, for the longest time, before I even show you this, the longest time I had been using a bat bag. For anybody that played baseball growing up, you know what a bat bag looks like. It's you essentially put your bats in it and you can roll it around. That's what I used for a long time because it was able to fit all the gear in there. But it was kind of clunky. Obviously, it wasn't meant for it, but it was nice that it had wheels and it was nice that it was big. Then I recently switched to this, which is just Amazon Basics luggage. And this works great because you can fit a ton of stuff in here. It has wheels. It's super. You can roll it around. You can carry it on the side, and you can fit a ton of gear in here. So I have all my lights. Let me show you actually. So you can see I have lights. I have tripods. I have umbrellas for the lights. I have extension cords. This has been great. But it's kind of old, and you know, I'm filming New York's Business Podcast. I'm meeting some really top tier executives, I guess you could say, and like rolling this thing in works, but it doesn't look super professional. So I've been actually looking to upgrade this, kind of along a similar line. I thought about using a Pelican case, but to be honest, I didn't really think it was worth it. Like they roll and stuff, and they look professional, but it looked like I was gonna go film a wedding, and I wanted something a little bit more than that. So let me show you what we got now. So this just came in the mail. I'm really excited about this. The brand is MVST, and they make some sick stuff. So this is the MVST Select. Let me show you what we got going on here. So this is the luggage as well. So if I wanted to, I could use it for travel, which in general, but I want to use it for my camera gear because look how sick this is. So first of all, it comes in this sick bag, super light comparatively, but this is the main reason I went with this. I want to show you this, if I can get it out of this thing. So this is the reason that I went with this. It's made out of aluminum, so it protects. First of all, it looks really nice, looks very professional. The metal all around it. It has a lock over here so you can lock your gear, a lock over here so you can lock your gear. The way it opens up with this thing, obviously all the normal ways you can either carry it from the handle or you can roll it, but I really like the fact that it was aluminum. It would protect the gear. It looks really professional, and this is what I'm going to be rolling around all my gear in these upcoming months. So I highly recommend it. I think it's phenomenal. I'm really excited to move all my gear into here and start using it for all my shoots. So definitely consider this brand if you travel a lot, first off, but secondly, if you want to use something for your camera gear, I think this is a great option because it doubles as a lot of things. You could obviously use it for travel. I have to travel for the podcast in the next couple of weeks. I'm flying. In fact, I have a one-day trip, like a 12-hour trip. I have a 8 a.m. flight going there, and then I have a 6 p.m. flight coming home the same day. But I have to bring all my camera gear because for the podcast. So how do I bring tripods and lights and all that stuff? Well, obviously I need to put it in a luggage or something like that. This is perfect. Hypothetically, if it was staying longer, I could put clothes in here as well. Like I used to bring my camera bag and try to fit clothes in my camera bag. It was a nightmare. So I'm really excited about this. Definitely check out this brand. I'll link the brand down below so you can go see the one I got specifically, but also check out the other options they have. This is the largest one that they have. They also have smaller ones, so you can definitely check those out as well. But let's just take a peek real quick inside here. I really like the lock, which is cool. So a ton of space, which is cool. You can lock the gear down, which is even better. You have different compartments over here. You can zip this out if you wanted to. You can zip different compartments up here. There's a ton of space. All around, this is a great product. Lastly, look at the difference real quick. So you can see just comparing the two. This one obviously looks a little bit more ratty, like just not as professional. This one looks super professional, super tight. What's cool is they're the exact same height, but this one is a bit wider, you can see. One thing to note is my tripods fit in here much nicer than the other one. In the other one, I had to stack them sideways and in all kinds of ways because they wouldn't fit straight up and down. These fit straight up and down. Also really cool is came with a name tag and a cover that if it's raining out, you put the luggage in the cover so it doesn't get wet. There's so much more room in here, it's crazy. First of all, I got all the gear in here, nice and propped up. Fits perfectly, which is amazing how like it just fits perfectly. It's the perfect length. But then all the stuff you could put in these zippers and stuff, like for example, I have a extension cord in here, but then also the top, like I'm able to put the light up there, which is sick. So much more room. This is really cool. I know I've said this several times, but the amount of space in here is insane. I was able to fit everything I had in my previous bag, plus my drone, chargers, 2 extra lights, and like lighting rigs, so lights, soft boxes, and stands, as well as the extension cords and all of the stuff I had in my previous one. This is crazy how much space there is. Oh, and my gimbal in there. It's insane. It's crazy. I'm never going back. This MVST bag is phenomenal.